in to our chakra flow. As I had mentioned, just in yoga, the practice is from the ground up. We're going to focus on the ground up from our root chakra all the way up to our crown chakra. So as we start this class, I want you to first find yourself into just a basic, easy seated pose. Easy seated pose is an opportunity to connect in with all of your chakras, to connect in with this space of self. So as you find easy seated pose, closing the eyes and bringing your hands to that Anjali Mudra. We'll be blending the music here of the vibration from our root all the way up. And we'll also be blending all of these postures and these breath works together. But as we ground from the root up, first just feel your sits bones rooted. Your root chakra housed below your tailbone. As you find your spine nice and long and your shoulders are over your hips, you journey up to your sacral chakra. These earthy, deep colors, red of the root chakra, feel it vibrating as you connect to that grounded energy. As it partners a lot with our sacral chakra in the sacrum pelvic area, that area right below the belly button. The color of orange, your center of pleasure. Imagine these chakras as you utilize that energy of prana in yoga, life force, see them circling. And throughout practice today, noticing and taking note, does this feel deficient? Does this feel overactive? Does this feel balanced? As now you move from that groundedness and that pleasure to focusing on your solar plexus chakra, right below your ribs, your diaphragm. As you focus on this energy in the color of yellow, come back to your sense of self by coming back to your breath. And for a moment, you just begin that gentle diaphragmatic breath. Breath in, breath out. And as you breathe in and out, we're going to align now with our Dirga, our three-part breath, as we journey through these other chakras. As you breathe in through the nose, you fill that belly, you fill the ribs, you fill the collarbones. As you exhale, you release the collarbones, the ribs, the belly. This crown chakra breath. As you journey now through that three-part breath, we continue to journey up through our halfway point, our heart chakra, where this Anjali Mudra is seated. And as you continue this breath and you connect to self, setting an intention for your practice today, just like any class. But for me, it would be maybe what emotion do you want to leave with, or what sense of self do you want to leave with? I'm really coming to that connection as you continue to take that deep breath, but breathe in till your collarbones fill all the way up. And then as you exhale from the top down, your head moves towards your hands. We're coming back to our throat chakra now. Our throat chakra connects our mind to our heart. So for a moment, allow your mind and your heart to honor and acknowledge your intention. Slowly the head comes back up as you continue your three-part breath. The hands just rest on the thighs. Our throat chakra now, that midway point, that intersection connecting to this energy of how it helps all those lower chakras and all the uppers communicate. As it does, it junctions that mind to that heart chakra where our hands just were, that color of green, the essence of love. As it links up with your throat, the color of blue, the power of communication. Now, as you journey up, feel that jaw relax. The space in between your eyebrows softens. Your third eye chakra. The color of indigo. Your power of intuition. Taking note of what comes up in class today and how you can support yourself a little bit more through this practice of yoga. Not only on your mat, but in your life. As we come to completion of our seventh chakra, the top of your head, your crown chakra. This could be the color of violet, or you might connect more with white or the rainbow. And feel yourself lifted from the heavens and rooted into the earth, all 7 chakras. As you take a nice deep breath in, on an exhale, just begin some gentle neck rolls, kind of warming up our upper chakras. Moving very slowly, keeping the eyes closed. Just opening up neck and shoulders. And once your chin's to chest, you'll reverse these neck rolls. Once chin's to chest, you'll take a nice deep breath in, squeeze the shoulders up, exhale the shoulders back and down. Slowly rise the head up as the eyes stay closed. We'll connect with the breath that we're going to move through practice with for a fair portion of it, our Ujjayi breath, our ocean sounding breath, that root chakra breath. So as you breathe in, expand the belly. And exhale out the mouth, Vagamir. Closing the mouth, keep the shape of that mouth, close the lips, and begin your ocean sounding breath. As you breathe in and out, feel yourself, as always, connected into the root. And now connecting to the crown, Jana Mudra, with your palms up, your thumb and your index finger touch to create a circle. Knowing if you feel safe and stable and you trust in divine energy, you will always be okay. The partnership of the mudra of the crown and the breath, Ujjayi, of the root will begin our practice here. Taking a nice deep breath, you can continue your Ujjayi breath if that feels good. Gently moving as the eyes slowly open and you transition onto your mat in all fours. You can bring cushion under your knees if you need it. And working now into our heart chakra with that cat-cow. So allowing your hands to be nice and wide, shoulders over, wrists, hips over knees. On an inhale, the tailbone begins the process of the movement, belly to mat. Gaze up, stretch your abdominals. And then on an exhale, tuck the tail, squeeze the navel and gaze in. Start to flow through this breath. Again, you can do regular breath or Ujjayi breath still, your root breath. And start to find that connection of cranium and sacrum. A lot of times when our spine's misaligned, it affects the entirety of it. And our heart is housed right in our thoracic spine, which sometimes we tend to hunch forward and close off. So let the stretch of the back and that cat arch help you to then open in that cow. And we're going to do 2 more cat cows. next time that you find your way into cat art, taking your time, moving this practice at the speed that feels good, you're gonna step your hands one step out, tuck the toes, and we're moving now into our crown chakra of downward facing dog. And taking your dog for a little walk. You're gonna bend one knee and then the other, keeping the hands nice and active. And in down dog, you don't want to lock up that throat chakra, so make sure that your head and neck is relaxed. It might mean you're looking at your thighs. Now, if this bothers your shoulders in down dog, you can always lower the knees and come to puppy dog, which is kind of an active down dog without the feet up. If down dog feels good, staying there and taking nice deep breath in and deep breath out, keeping with that ujjayi. From here, one more breath in. And the ocean waves of the exhale allow your feet to walk forward to meet your hands. You're at a forward fold on your mat, still really connected to that crown chakra energy. Allow the head to shake out yes and no. And from here now, we're gonna round up one vertebra at a time. Really feel each vertebra of your spine rise until you're standing at your mat in mountain pose. Feel grounded for a moment. Mountain is a great standing pose as well. It's root chakra as well as crown. Feel the connection to the heavens, the vast sky that is amidst the mountains. From here now, bring your hands on your hips and step one foot. We'll start with left foot back heel spins down. Warrior one. Now I'm going from the side view so you can easily see me. In warrior one, you want to root from the ground up, right? It's a root chakra pose. You should be able to see your big toe. The wider your stance, the more difficult the posture. The closer, the less difficult. Then square your shoulders over your hips and find a version of arms that feels good for you. So hands can be heart center. You can do cactus, or you can come to full expression of warrior one. And taking some nice deep breaths here. Again, whatever hand position feels good for shoulders, you have all three options. Still coming back to that ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath. Stay rooted, root chakra. Taking in a nice deep breath. Exhale, hands to the hips and step forward. Come back to your mountain pose. You can roll your shoulders a couple times. And just for fun, inhale, sweep up, connect to the heavens. And exhale, root down and step your right foot back. And warrior one on this side. Again, build your pose from the ground up. This is a root chakra pose. And start to find what serves you. Now we're gonna work to that bandha, that lock of our root chakra. So continuing either diaphragmatic breath or ujjayi, I want you to imagine your pelvic floor begins to tighten like you're holding a marble. Feel that lock help to support you in this posture. Imagine the support of that makes your body lighter. Taking a deep breath in, exhale, keep that lock, step forward. We're gonna move a little bit now with that lock. So inhale and exhale, left foot steps back. Now we're opening up warrior two. Keep that mula bandha lock. Arms go the length of the mat. As you bend your front knee, you can still see your big toe. And from here, keeping that mula bandha lock, we're gonna inhale, reverse, and exhale, come back. Keep the lock of the bandha to help you move with grace. The lower body stays still. One more. And exhale, hands to hips. Mula bandha lock. Light footsteps forward. And roll those shoulders again if that feels good. Inhale, rise up. Mula bandha lock. And exhale, warrior two on the other side. So again, length of the mat. Make sure you can see your front big toe. Use that mula bandha lock. The ujjayi breath again is that root chakra breath. Let's flow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Hands come to hips and stepping forward, mountain pose. Find your grounding. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, folding forward. Again, that forward fold. That's a crown chakra. Plant those hands and step the feet back downward, facing dog. We're in, again, crown chakra. Take a nice deep breath in. And this breath, just sigh it out. Let it all go. Let this throat chakra release. Walking the feet back to meet the hands. We're doing some versions of a sun salutation you might get in class. Inhale, rise up to a straight spine. That might be hands on mat or hands on shins. Exhale, lower. And just like regular practice, inhale, reverse that swan dive. And exhale back to your heart. Anjali Mudra. Hands come to hips now and begin to sit into a chair pose. From here, you're going to really tuck the tailbone under. Weight is in your feet. We're going to move into that breath of fire. But before we get there, we're just going to take a couple breaths in chair. For breath of fire, you can have hands at heart center, full expression, or even hands to hips if you get fatigued. First, finding the chair, making sure you can still see your big toes. Finding this connection to this posture, and then rising up. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale now, hands to your belly. Take a full breath in, and then exhale, exhale out, exhale out. Finding the piece that serves you. Passive inhale. Finding Kapalabhati first here before we go down, which is a sacral chakra breath. Breath of fire. And then inhale, rise. And exhale, exhale into chair. Kapalabhati is taught in chair a lot. So hands can come to hips. Anjali Mudra or full expression. Take a nice deep breath in and begin. Working as slow or as fast as you want. Sacral chakra is firing up. A couple more moments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Oh, it's over. Exhale down. For a moment, just pause in the mountain. Sometimes Kapalabhati, that breath of fire, lights your prana. Feel your sacral chakra, that power of creativity is lit up. And now inhale, arms rise. And exhale, hands back to chair pose. We're going to move our solar plexus into this with this chair twist. So from here, inhale, the right arm rises, and exhale, it sweeps across to the left. Now this might be where you stay. This might be where your body can twist. If your body can twist a little deeper, you bring your hands together. If again that doesn't feel good, listen to your body. It's more important that your hips stay in alignment and your one knee doesn't go and rock forward than your hands coming to prayer. Coming now to just a deep ujjayi breath or diaphragmatic breath. Feel this twist. Twisting that sacral chakra and twisting that solar plexus. So it starts with the sacral chakra feeling stable, your hips stable, and then you twist all the way up into your diaphragm area. Nice deep breath in. One more, deep breath out. And then slowly lower, forward fold. And shake it out, yes and no. From here, in that inhale, you reverse your swan dive. You rise to stand. Exhale. Back to your intention, your heart. As you bring your hands down. One more Kapalabhati. So, one more round. Finding wherever the hands feel good. And begin. As you're breathing, make sure you still feel that connection. You can even Mula Bandha lock. Feel the weight in your heels. Remember, sometimes this brings all that junk up, so let it bring it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Shake your head out of the center. Now, if you notice at all you're getting lightheaded, that might mean you're breathing too fast or you're bringing too much air in. Kapalabhati can do that, so always, again, take that as a gauge to work at the pace that serves you. From here, inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands back down, chair. We're going to twist to the other side. So take a deep breath in, left arm rises, and exhale, twist to this side. And again, as you're twisted to this side first, it's more important that the hips stay in alignment, so watch that left knee. If your hands can come to prayer, feel free. All right, we're in a solar plexus pose, but it's bringing all the other postures in, right? You're feeling your feet rooted. Feel that Mula Bandha. That'll help your hips stay in alignment. Come back to your breath. Ujjayi is really great when your ego or your critter brain starts to want you to get out of the pose. Just a couple more moments here. Take some nice deep breaths in. Nice deep breaths out. One more breath in. And then exhale, let it all go. And forward fold, shake it out. Yes and no. Let it release. Bring the throat chakra into this for a moment. Just inhale and sigh it out. And inhale now, reverse your swan dive. Rise to stand. And exhale, come back. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands on hips. And as you exhale, hug that navel in and hold your breath. We're in our Janahara Bandha, connecting in. And then let it go. And now, locking the throat. Locking your root, Mula Bandha. Finding the relationship to those, connecting all of these bandhas together, and then let them all go. Coming back, locking in your diaphragm. And letting it go. And then locking throat. Root. Hold as long as you can. And letting it go. Inhale, arms are going to rise. And exhale, hands on your hips. Come back to your Mula Bandha lock and bring all of your weight into your right foot. You're going to open up your left. It might stay here on the leg. If your balance is a little off, you can bring just heel over ankle, or you can allow your foot to come all the way up for tree. Mula Bandha lock. Lock it up. Hands can come to heart or extend your branches. Root chakra balancing poses. Connecting to that earth. But remember, our root and our sacral partner a lot, so find that Mula Bandha lock, Ujjayi breath, root chakra breath. And then coming down. Shaking that leg out for a moment. Take a deep breath in, hands to hips. And then exhale, lock in. Hold the breath. Hold as long as you can, and then hold one more second, and then let it go. Take a deep breath in, hands come down. Exhale, throat, lock Mula, hold breath. Again, hold as long as you can. And then let it all go. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to hips, weight to left, and open up to the tree that serves your body. And we're into a balancing pose, which is more root chakra. Find the arms that support you, lock that mula bandha. Find your focal point to help with your balance. Come to presence of self. The safety you have on your mat with your body. And then slowly lower down, shake it out. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, fold forward. And again, shake your head out. Yes and no, let it all go. From here, inhale, straight spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold, and step back, downward dog. One more time, just give those legs a juicy stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it go. Now from here, you're gonna walk the feet to the middle of your mat, and you're gonna walk the hands to the middle of your mat. You're gonna root down in your feet, and you're gonna rise all the way up. One vertebra as you come to stand. As your head and neck rises, just open your hands and begin to step to face the windows in a wide-legged stance. As you find this wide-legged stance, you're gonna bring your heels in and your toes out, and you're gonna start to squat into goddess. And for a moment, just have a little bit of a goddess rock. This is a very powerful sacral chakra. So if you want to bounce, you want to rock from side to side, just feel that connection with your sacral chakra. Bring out your inner belly dancer or salsa dancer. Feel your hips. Sacral chakra connection. Remember, it's that sense of power in your own pleasure. And then bring that to stillness in goddess. As much as possible, knees should be over toes in goddess if you can. Arms are going to come out. Palms are going to face either both sides of your head, or they can face out, whatever feels good for you. Elbows are the same height as your shoulders, and we're going to do some lion's breaths now. Now, lion's breath, again, is a throat chakra breath. It releases energy, but let's imagine like the floor of the studio is like a spiritual compost. So just imagine you're shooting that energy somewhere down there, not at your neighbor. We're gonna take all of the energy of all of the lower chakras, our root, our sacral, our solar plexus, our heart, and we're gonna let it all go. So take a deep breath in, close the eyes, scrunch the face. Exhale, eyes and tongue fly open. Inhale. Continue with this. Inhale. Couple more. One more. And then lower the arms and straighten the legs for a moment. Close the eyes. Just sense the body here. As the eyes are closed, you connect in to the energy that was cleared. And then you slowly open the eyes. The feet will come nice and parallel now as you take a deep breath in. You open up, maybe palms touch, and then exhale, bow forward, wide-legged forward fold. Again, our sacral chakra pose. In forward fold, make sure that the shoulders can be right over the wrists if you need blocks to help you get there. Bring blocks or bring your stance closer together. You're going to take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale. Allow the head to relax. Now, even though wide leg forward fold is one of the postures I'm teaching for sacral chakra, because it's a fold, it's also a crown chakra. So take some nice deep breaths in and out. You can bring your Ujjayi breath back. You can also bring a nice sigh breath, which is more of a throat chakra breath. The powerful vibration of lowers our cortisol levels, our stress hormone. Let the body surrender into the pose. 2 more of these deep sigh breaths. Yeah, let it go. And then we're going to move very meditatively and slowly out of this posture. So if you have props, setting them aside. You can even keep the eyes closed if you want. We're going to use our root chakra to help us rise, root to rise, right? So feel the feet rooted, lock that mula bandha. Bring the hands to the hips, use your core, and inhale, rise the strength of your body. Inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart center as you heel toe your feet back to the midline and you come to face me. Taking in a nice deep breath, and then exhale, find mountain pose. And we're going to move next into our Brahmahari, our B breath. So you're going to, sometimes it's easier to take the glasses off, close your ears. Again, this is our heart chakra breath. Close your ears with your thumbs. Point your fingers, go across your eyebrows, and close your eyes with your hands. And begin humming like the buzz of a bee. If you would like to join along in this breath, bringing in the Aum with this buzz at the end, feel free. This is bringing our throat and our heart together as you take a deep breath in. Breath in. Breathing without vibration for a moment, noticing how you feel, and then slowly when you're ready, take your time. It'll feel really different when you release your eyes and your ears. As the hands with the eyes closed, lower back down the mountain. And just take note of how you're feeling. Just from a couple locks and breaths and movement. How's your energy? Taking note. Are there specific chakras that have been calling out to you throughout our practice? Noticing how you're feeling. And then noting that internally as you inhale, eyes open, arms rise. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, fold, and step back to one more downward facing dog. Take a nice full breath in. And then as you exhale, you lower the knees, you untuck the toes, and you rest seat to feet in child's. For child's pose, you can bring your hands to a diamond to rest on to activate your third eye more. You can also bring a blanket to your forehead. You can rest your arms behind you and hug. You can also bring your arms out in front of you. So finding where you are in child's pose, and then rocking your forehead from side to side, massaging your third eye, your intuition. Knowing it always has your back. And remembering to consistently trust your intuition. In many yoga classes, child's pose is resting position, but now you can use it as a moment to tap into your intuitive power of your third eye chakra. Bringing your hands now up in front of you. You're going to press yourself forward, coming onto your forearms and resting your pelvis down. You might want to move your hips from side to side so you can feel supported as we move into our heart asana, Sphinx pose. As you root into Sphinx, you want your pelvis rooted. So back bending and heart opening can sometimes tense up our low back. You never want to feel your low back, it's tense. So that's where you want to push your pelvis down, feel your lumbar spine long. Look from side to side, make sure your neck is not getting involved. And taking a couple lion's breaths, that throat chakra, to clear any other stagnant energy we have left in the body. So deep breath in. 2 more. Last one. And then lowering down, pushing yourself up and back. We're just coming to down dog so we can transition to pigeon. Now for some of you, pigeon might be too much for your knees, so if this hurts, come to a seated pose and I'll show you the modification. You'll rise your right leg up. You're going to bring your right knee behind your right wrist and you're going to lower your body down. Now, if your hips are really offset, you can take some blankets and place them underneath your right hip. I recommend blankets over blocks because blocks don't let you sink farther. But if you like the block, do what works for your body. And again, we're gonna lower. So this is, pigeon is, yes, it's a hip stretch. So again, it's probably some sacral chakra, but we're working our third eye. So we wanna be able to lean forward. You could lean right on the edge of the blocks. And if this doesn't feel good for your body, you come to your back, figure 4 with that right leg, and you hug that right leg in. Now this is giving you that hip stretch. If you want to activate your third eye in this modification of this posture, I recommend you take a blanket and you just put it over, you put it right over your forehead. Just to tap into that intuitive energy. So wherever you're at, breathe in. You got that juicy hip stretch. If you are leaning onto a block, you can, again, great third eye chakra release is just looking from side to side. Now you're going to take a slow journey. This is a deeper hip stretch, so I want you to move very slowly, taking at least 3 to 5 breaths to transition back to down dog. Move the knees slowly. And then when you're ready, you take your time, the left leg this and the left leg comes forward. Again, you have those props to support if you need them. And the height of those blocks can be really great to let your third eye rest on. Again, if this hurts your knees, you have that option of hugging the knee into chest on your back in figure 4. Third eye chakra, intuition. So often in yoga, we bring our ego into things and we take our intuition out. Ooh, my neighbor has gone into that version of that posture. Maybe I can do it. I'm going to try and do something, even though my body's saying no, because I want to look like them. Coming to the intuition of what serves you is what yoga is about. It's about union within yourself. The community of the union of us together helps us to feel like we're in a safe root chakra space, but we all get to express that in different modifications of our asana practice, which is why yoga is really for everybody and every body. Taking 3 to 5 breaths to move out of this pose. And then you'll find your way to down dog. You'll take a breath in down dog. And then you'll lower back into child's pose. Taking a moment to just feel supported again with your intuition. And letting your hips relax. And taking, again, a 3 to 5 breath journey back to your back region. So rolling over to one side or the other. Allowing yourself to journey slowly onto your back. Making yourself into a position where your feet are underneath your knees. Moving into bridge for our throat chakra. As you allow your hands to be nice and long on your mat, root into your feet. Lift your sacrum, your low back, your mid back. Come to your upper back, but try not to push into your head. Use the strength of your lower chakras to help with this throat chakra bridge pose. Taking a breath in and breath out. Slowly you can bring that Ujjayi breath back. Imagine you're holding something in between your thighs. Feel the support of your inner thighs. Feel the support of all the lower chakras in your throat. Breath in. And then exhale. Lower one vertebra at a time. And hugging your knees into your chest. Just begin to gently rock from side to side. Until you eventually allow yourself to extend the legs long onto the mat. Moving into our other throat chakra pose, fish pose. Legs are long. Press your arms into the mat, especially right where your your elbows and your triceps are, to lift your head up and back. You're going to come to the top back part of your head for fish pose. So you're not on the back of your head, you're not on the tippy top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open the chest. Now, bring the energy to your feet. Feel your toes long, your legs long and active. That Ujjayi breath is great. Also, if you want more of a throat chakra breath, you can sigh out. Taking one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come out of that pose. Hug those knees in again and rock. Massage that low back. Until you eventually allow the knees to fall to the right. Arms open up to a T. Easy supine twist. Now we're back up to our solar plexus. Twisting. Feeling connected to the earth. Feel that diaphragm getting a nice juicy twist. And then slowly come up and move to the other side. Easy seated twist on this side. And slowly coming up. One more hug into your chest and extend your legs long onto your mat. Crown chakra, Shavasana. Feeling connected to the earth, to all that is, as you surrender in for just a couple moments into the energy of your crown chakra. The essential oils that I'll be bringing now as we close our class will start actually from the top down our crown. If you would like to receive the crown chakra oil of geranium, which is a floral oil, just place your palm up. I recommend putting a little on one finger and rubbing some into the tip top of your head to activate that crown chakra And taking some nice deep breaths in. As you recall, the crown chakra is connected to all of the chakras. So let yourself in Shavasana just really connect in. As you stay connected in to your crown chakra, we'll begin our alternate nostril breathing in Shavasana, actually. Most of the time it's seated, but I love to bring our intuition and our connection to higher power together. Bergamot is the oil of our third eye chakra, which I'll be bringing around, which is a citrus. I recommend whatever hand you want to do. Again, the traditional teaching is right hand, but if you want to do left, whatever hand you want to do, I would place that hand up to receive the oil so you can smell the aroma while you're doing the alternate nostril breathing. Again, remembering that you are closing off whatever side of the hand you're using, that nostril with your thumb. Your peace fingers can come up, or your peace fingers can roll under, so that your ring finger closes off your opposite nostril. You'll take a full deep breath in, and then exhale. Close off your nose with your thumb. Exhale out your nostril. Inhale up your nostril. Hold at the top as you close both nostrils. And then exhale down the opposite. Release that thumb. Inhale up. Close off the thumb. Hold. Release the ring. Exhale down. And now begin the cycle. And I'll guide us out in just a moment. Do 3 more cycles of this breath. You'll know your cycle is complete when you exhale out your ring finger side. Taking your time, moving as slowly. Once you're finished with your alternate nostril, you'll start to bring movement to your body in Shavasana. You'll start to take your journey and move slow. You might want to wiggle fingers and toes. You might want to roll wrists and ankles. You'll find yourself maybe hugging knees into chest and rocking. And as that gentle rock occurs, as you slowly transition, you'll move to one side or the other in fetal. And for a moment, feel grounded, feel supported, relishing in the support of the root chakra, the earth, the floor. Until you eventually, when you're ready, press yourself back up with your eyes closed into easy seated pose. As you move slowly into this, getting any props to help you feel supported, and moving into our last mudra, moving into our chin mudra, which is our third eye chakra mudra. Index and thumbs touch and palms are down. Coming back to your basic diaphragmatic breath, solar plexus breath. Begin to just move in and move out. And as we acknowledge the chakras all the way down, we'll close our practice with the rest of our aromatherapy. If you would like peppermint, I encourage you to just release a chin mudra hand to place your palm up. And you'll allow the peppermint actually is really great to cover over your mouth and your nose and take breaths in and out through your mouth. Remember, we tend to sometimes unnecessarily tense our face and our jaw in yoga, so let the cooling effervescence of the breath allow your throat chakra to connect and be open. And whether you're in your throat chakra breath or chin mudra, we're going to close now by coming together in Anjali mudra, our heart chakra. If you would like to receive ylang ylang to honor your heart, place a palm up. Again, ylang ylang is a floral oil. Bring a smile to your face as you breathe this oil in. You might even want to place the oil and rub it a little bit even on your heart before you go back to Anjali mudra, heart chakra. And taking in a nice deep breath, acknowledging yourself today. And as you exhale, head moves towards the hands, allowing the heart and the mind to thank each other, allowing your whole body, your whole system to thank. Take a deep breath in and exhale. The goodness in me honors the goodness in you, which is namaste. Taking your time to come back out. And as we close and we root back down, as we close our session, our solar plexus chakra is orange. Our sacral is grapefruit. They go very well together. If you would like both oils, just place both palms facing up, and if you've been oiled out, it's totally fine. I recommend breathing these oils in and then taking your fingers and scissoring your ears. Wake yourself up. Feel yourself connected to the practice. Remember, we're coming from the top down, so we're in our humanness now. You get to take this version of you off of the mat into the rest of your day, the more pleasurable, creative, expressive version of you. And as you slowly close class, before you leave, if you want a beautiful aroma of frankincense, you'll just come to me, let me know for our root. I encourage you to grab your paper and jot down anything you might have taken note of before we officially close our practice, and I'll give us just a couple moments to do that. Sacred journaling can help get it out of your head onto the paper. A great way to be a little reflective as we come to close in our chakra journey.